Professor Johnson. Professor Johnson. Professor Johnson, it's your opportunity to be, or opportunity, if you wish to think of it that way, to be interrogated by the opposition team. Who would like to start?
Mr. Johnson, your career seems built on picking alleged fleas off of the dog of evolution, but when it comes down to picking the fleas off, you find they're just pieces of lint, not really serious problem for the dog. But you never seem to want to discuss your dog. So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about religion. Talk about Noah's Ark, for example. Do you believe that there were dinosaurs on Noah's Ark, at least baby dinosaurs? Or
I don't make any reference to the Bible or biblical authority. I don't deal with that at all, and I really don't have an opinion about it.
You don't have an opinion. Okay, well, let's say that this book, which is widely distributed in creationist circles and used in schools, home schools, and religious schools at this point, has
nothing to do with me.
Well, I'm going to ask you about why you don't do something that those of us on this side do. Here's a little picture, man and a dinosaur. Adam wasn't scared to watch dinosaurs eat because all the creatures ate plants and not meat. Now, do you think that's good biology, number one?
I do not, and in fact, I have said on many occasions and have urged persons of the conservative Christian community to put aside the whole Bible issues and let us ask the question, what is actually known from scientific evidence as opposed to materialist philosophy about the claims of evolution?
You're a great lawyer, but you didn't answer the question. I want you to know, to tell us if you think that this is not so silly and dangerous kind of ideas to plant in the hands of high school students that in fact the Flintstones are some kind of documentaries.
Yeah.
That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. The kind of thing, I haven't seen this, the kind of thing you're encouraging certainly is silly, just almost as silly as the work of Richard Dawkins. And is damaging.
Professor Miller.
And I mean that, you see, and the work of those who say that material processes can explain the entire living world.
Go ahead, Ms. Scott.
No, that's all right.
Okay, I'm sure it will surprise no one. I have one more chart. And we have heard over and over again that there are gaps in the fossil record, there are missing forms, and it's been implied the only reason they could be there is because evolution is not the explanation. I want to show you a very famous gap. It's a gap between Mesonychid mammals, land-dwelling carnivores that lived, 55, 60 million years ago, and Archeocetes, which are the oldest whales. We know from skull and dentition patterns that, as it turns out, these whales are very closely related to Mesonychids. And my colleague directly across from me, Michael Behe, once wrote, if random evolution is true, there must be a large number of transitional forms between Mesonychid and the ancient whale, and much in the way that Dr. Berlinski has said, he said, where are they? Well, they're right here. 2, 3. There turn out to be 3 transitional forms, including a complete skeleton named Archeocetes natans, which turns out to be an extraordinary intermediate. And here's the point that I want to ask you. It turns out that all these fossils are found in the area where the Indus River empties into the Indian Ocean. They're all in the right sequence, and furthermore, they form a transitional series. Now, here's what I want to know, Phil. You keep saying, where are the transitional forms? Paleontologists dig them up. What's the matter with them?
Here's what the matter is. The most important point to me is that the fossil record is most conclusively un-Darwinian just where it's most complete, in marine invertebrates. And that is why it is shocking that one finds that where it's the most incomplete and where the imagination can have free play, that's where you get the examples. We don't know that these form a transitional sequence at all, and you don't know how it could have happened and by what mechanism. And if you do, I wish you'd publish the paper on it, because I'd love to see it torn to bits.
Hang on for a second. I don't want anyone to miss the point. Dr. Behe said, where's the transition? Philip Gingerich and others dug up not 1, not 2, but 3 transitionals.
Are they transitionals? We don't know that.
You know, I would think in a fair fight you'd say, you know, darn it, we were wrong on that one. You guys got the evidence. Okay, here's one for your side. But what's happening is
I can quote to you from an article in Science says that they are not. Cannot be placed in an ancestor descendant to sequence.
No. Well, we're going to have to miss it. Thank you very much,
I'm
Professor.
done.
You're done. You're free. Thank you very much.
Time flies when you're having fun.